Calamity Mode, but with guns. Yeah, this is how I name my world, so yeah, let's go I guess. So nowadays there's this trend on YouTube where people do a challenge or a let's play series and fits it all in a one single video called Full Movie. As a cool YouTuber that I am, I decided to do the same. Am I late to the party? Absolutely. Anyways, I started this awesome journey with this amazing character called Phantasm, which is bald. I opened the treasure bag and then I turned on the game mode that I am going to play on, that being Revengeance mode, which adds the adrenaline and rage upgrades as well as changing a lot of stuff. I found more tall trees to chop, then found the entrance to a cave with a chest that had a blowpipe. I did not go to the cave, but instead I went to explore the surface more and found this cabin in the snow biome which had some building gear. I kept on exploring and I eventually reached the biome that I wanted to get in, the corruption biome. I didn't hesitate, so I went straight into the chasm and smashed some shadow orbs to get a musket. I smashed the second orb, hoping to get another one and some extra ammo, but I got a Valthorn. Back at the spawn, I started placing some blocks and worked on something that I will get to call a home for NPCs a bit later. It is incredibly cheap to build houses like this. This was my house for this run. I like it. As the night was starting, I drank some potions and went to that cave found earlier. It didn't take much to reach a dead end because of sand, but I started digging down and found a cave and also first life crystal. I kept going on deeper and found the Hermes boots, one of the best accessories for this stage. A bit later, I found another chest and it had a band of regeneration, which was fine for me. Another chest later, I got a magic mirror, but this was kinda useless for me. I also kept on mining platinum ore since I wanted to craft the entire platinum armor set, which is not garbage in Calamity. A while after, I found another structure in the ice biome which had a nice mount item and the frozen key. The frozen chest located below had the ice skates, which was a nice find. This early exploration session was fine until... Yeah, I ran out of ammo, but I still wanted to explore this cave, so here's another mirror. Here is another life crystal, guys, and finally, here is the cloud in a bottle, the item that I wanted to find before going back home. I had enough money from all that caving, so here's another gun, the famous mini shark, and a stack of ammo. I kept organizing my inventory and my chest when the night started, and yeah, it was a blood moon this time, so enjoy the grind. At least I got a shark tooth necklace, which would be useful later. Early in the morning, I drank the grape juice and ascended to the skies and got to the Drayden base from the giant planetoid. Then I found a floating island with a shiny red balloon and started hunting down harpies for feathers. The gravitation effect ended, so I was back to the ground level but in the corruption. While I was here, I also crafted the slime crown. I kept on exploring the right side of the world as well, so I reached the jungle and built a luxury resort for more NPCs. I went into the cave to look for that spicy loot everyone looks for in the jungle when I got threatened by a green message. Yeah, you can tell that I gave zero fucks. I found a marble biome and this was fortunate since I wanted the opal striker. Then I kept on exploring. I found yet another Drayden base and for no reason got this achievement again. I kept on looking for ivy chests, so I found a staff of regrowth, then another one, then I filled my inventory and went home disappointed since I had no boomstick. The mini shark was strong enough already, so here goes the first fight from this amazing movie. This fight was so easy that it didn't even require me an arena. It was fortunate to get the slime mount as well. A bit later, I went to the desert biome and decided to check the caverns. I had to get some desert materials so I could craft the opal striker, which was a pretty interesting weapon for this stage. Then I would also craft the desert medallion. I love this. Since I was a ranger, I crafted the fossil armor set, then I went back to the desert and started placing down some platforms for an arena. The next boss to be fought would be the desert scorch, so let's see how this goes. Desert Scourge has been defeated, meaning that we have a new place to explore. However, it's a long road until we reach that place. After 1,000 years, I reached the Sunken Sea, the place where I would defeat the Giant Clan. Back home, I crafted the Shield of the Ocean for later and some acceleration rounds. A bit later, I also crafted Lucky Horseshoes so I won't have any problems with the falling damage. I went back to the jungle and finally found the boomstick. One task completed, time for another one, which would be the elevator. I found a mushroom biome and it had 3 truffle worms. Interesting. Then I started expanding this cave so I could build an arena for the next fight. In a few minutes, it got finished, so here we go. This was a really close one if you ask me. I was really happy to see that Crabalon drop the fungicide, which is a great weapon for the class that I was playing. I even tested it against yet another Crabalon. Now, what else? Having the time of my life in the corruption biome while building the arena for yet another boss fight. I am not taking any break for now. This is how Calamity is meant to be played. Try harder moment. So yeah, I summoned the Hive Mind, a boss harder than the Eater of Worlds, a boss that requires way better gear. Despite me having a really rushed loadout, I still managed to defeat this boss. How about we defeat another one? Yet another successful fight. Everything was going so well until... Yeah, let's craft some stuff and then enjoy the Goblin Invasion, probably the worst event for a gunslinger in his early game stage. Fortunately, the fungicide did a really good job, so that was it for the goblins. The army has been defeated, so I should look for the Goblin Tinkerer in the caves, and find him I did. I kept on going down and eventually reached the underworld and mined some hellstone. When I came back home, I have noticed the trail of mushrooms next to the crafting stations. Apparently, it was caused by the fungal symbiote accessory. I crafted the molten pickaxe, then took off once more and reached the floating island since I had to get the aerialite ore. The first thing I crafted with aerialite was the aqua shard shotgun, and I got to test the DPS against another boss that has been skipped up until now. It's time for the Eye of Cthulhu. I don't really know why do I get these achievements again. Anyways, we got the Shield of Cthulhu, an amazing accessory for these stages. Then, after getting some more feathers, I managed to craft the Aeolite armor set. It was the time to take a little care of my mobility as well, so here I am, fighting harpies for even more feathers. I built a house for the goblins since I didn't buy the workshop yet. Then, after getting it, I crafted the bundle of horseshoe balloons, the best accessory for the entire pre-Hardmode. I went to look for the meteorite, but ended up building houses at the beach. I eventually found the crash site, so I mined it all. I cut even more tall trees, then I built a really big platform. I wanted to get ready for yet another boss, and that would be the slime god. Early in the morning, I summoned it. It was a really cool fight, such a shame that we don't have the charging phase anymore. I wanted to craft something, but I didn't have the materials yet. Now that's better. It would be the gunk shot, the next weapon to be crafted, and the queen bee, the next boss to be defeated, so here I am, guys and girls. I wanted to build an arena, but this happened. Yeah, hopefully I can do it. To be fucking kidding me. Was probably one of the funniest fights I've had against the Queen Bee in a long while. I wanted to craft the Super Ball bullets, but I lacked some materials, so guess who we're taking down next? Anyways, I got it, so the next obvious destination is the dungeon. Here I will build an arena since I don't want to fight Skeletron without one. A few minutes after, I was ready, so here goes yet another fight. Skeletron has been defeated, meaning that we can get to explore a new place, the dungeon. There was one specific item that I wanted from here, and I got it in the first chest. It was the handgun. How fortunate. Next up, I kept on killing a lot of enemies and dodging projectiles spawned by this little shit. Back home, I crafted the best pistol from pre-Hardmode, the Phoenix Blaster, and also the Necro armor set. As the pre-Hardmode stage was almost over, I decided to build some more houses as well as an artificial mushroom biome at the surface next to the dungeon. There was one place that hasn't been visited yet, and that is the Sulphurous Sea. I dived into it and eventually reached the abyss and got a white pearl. I kept on looking around here and found a chest which had the archer fish in it. A bit later, I got back in the underworld and started building a bridge until I would get to reach the Brimstone Crag. This is where the bridge would end. That was it for the pre-Hardmode stage, I said. It was the time for the Wall of Flesh fight. It was almost over, but something happened. I died. What a surprise! How about another attempt? Fortunately, the next attempt was not as bad as the other, so here we finally go. Enjoy this Wall of Flesh fight. Oh my fucking god, that was it. The wall of flesh has been defeated. Now welcome to the Hardmode stage, the time when everything becomes slightly harder. As I was checking the map, I have noticed that I am currently in the underworld corruption, and the next thing I knew was that I was fighting for my life. I eventually killed the corruption mimic and got a dart rifle, which is a gun, but it shoots darts, not bullets. Yeah, this is a bullet only run if I can say so. Then I kept on getting more cursed flames since I was about to craft the cursed capper. Oh yeah, back to mining. I crafted the palladium armor set, then I started gathering some essences of sunlight up in the skies. Next up, I gathered some souls of life from the hallowed biome, and while I was here I also looked for the gelatin crystal. I also got some essences of havoc since I wanted to craft the butcher, which is a weapon that shoots slowly but gains speed over time, similar to how the Phantasm bow shoots arrows. That was all for the pre-first mech preparation. Now it's time to see how the fight against Skeletron Prime goes. Enjoy! It was really slow, just like the weapon, but I did it anyways. Now, here we go again. Oh, solar eclipse, what a cool event to die to. Definitely not doing that now. The next armor set was the Mithril one, and this was a really cool set since it had a really nice set bonus if you ask me. Then I also crafted the crystal bullets. I said that I should try the destroyer next. Well, think again, Phantasm. I decided to find the queen slime instead because it was way more easier. Love the fact that I have done this without any arena. Next up, some shark farming for the seafood. Yeah, this worm bullied me as well. However, that was the first and the only attempt where I failed. Now, why am I doing the aquatic scourge? Well, this worm boss has a really good drop that I would really like to get. It is called the sea searing and it's probably the best ranged weapon you could get until golem or cultist, to be honest. The aquatic scourge has been defeated and here we go, lads. I got the sea searing, so it's time for a little boss rush if I can say so. Starting with the destroyer. Here we go, the destroyer has been defeated as well, so it's time to hunt down some more sharks for the mega shark. But accidentally I got in a fight with the leviathan. I got the mega shark, so it was the time for the third mech, the twins. Okay, so the twins have been defeated, meaning that we are finally reaching the mid-game stage. Firstly, let's craft the pickaxe axe, then an Avenger emblem, then build an arena at the ocean for the next fight. Guess who are we fighting? Before we get to the actual fight, I would like to get some life fruits and some chlorophyte, then craft the mother of all balloons and the angel threads, then I might start the fight. A few bags later, I got both the community and the Leviathan. This was perfect, now I guess the boss rush shall continue, right? That was such a good experience, not to mention the fact that I defeated the 2 bosses that are normally fought between Plantera and Golem. Now we are going straight to the dungeon. I had to get some ectoplasma from here, then I would craft a shit ton of Shrumite bars for the Shrumite armor set with the mask and also the Pearl God. This pistol makes a lot of light. It was the post-Plantera stage, so how about I defeat the Grain Sand Shark? I needed the Great Shark to be killed since I wanted to upgrade the Shark Tooth necklace. Next up, I would mine some Cryonic ore and then finally craft the Asgard's Valor, one of my favorite accessories from Calamity Mod. Oh, I didn't know this existed. I also went again to the Abyss to get some Death Cells since I also wanted to craft the Megalodon, which is an upgraded Mega Shark. I did some reforging and that was it. It was the time for the next boss, Golem. Great, Golem has been killed, so I will go to the Abyss for one more time since I will have to mine the Scoria ore. With it, I will craft the Hellstorm, which is an incredible weapon from what I have seen in other videos. I also needed new bullets, so here I am mining Perennial War while interrupted by this thingy which looks horrible. The bullets that I am going to craft are the Hyperius bullets. I went to the jungle to look for more life roots but encountered a Plaguebringer, so I guess I will fight the Plaguebringer Goliath next. Oh god, I love when this happens. I could have crafted the armor set before fighting the Plaguebringer Goliath. I always forget that the summoner set is the one to be crafted after defeating her. I also upgraded the ranger emblem and turned it into a Deadshot brooch. Then I got to fight the boss that I love the most in Calamity Mod, the Ravager. Fucking hate. Anyways, here's an incredible weapon. Well, this one changes how the run was supposed to be at this point. Time for another boss rush. The lunar event starts now and the Vortex Beater should be the weapon to be used against Moonlord, right? Well, Calamity brings some way crazier stuff, so it's time to farm those Martians and also the Martian Saucer for the Xenopopper. It was nice to also get the Scutix mount since I love it. Anyways, here's the Vortex Popper, an upgraded version of the Xenopopper and the Plague Hive, a really good accessory to have at this stage. Since I was almost reaching the harder part of the game, I also decided to visit the wizard in the Underworld Hollow and buy the Rod of Discord from him since I will use it a lot. Then I guess I continue with the Stardust and Solar Pillars. Before taking on Moonlord, I will also defeat Astrum Duos. game, it really dropped the stars Twitter. Anyways, here's how I mine all the astral ore in order to craft the astral blaster. I decided to test my weapons and the best target was an undefeated boss, for instance the Empress of Light. Yeah, the plague-tainted SMG was the weapon of choice against Moonlord, so here we go, one of the fights you have been waiting for. Moonlord shaking, I knew that 60% of this run was over. It's time for the hardest part of this challenge run, and oh god, I love seeing all these birthday messages, the best wishes from all Calamity gods. Anyways, here's a brand new armor set, some brand new tools, some brand new drip shoes and a raccoon scope. I got the SDMG as well after opening some more treasure bags, and I went straight to farming the new enemies spawned in the Hallowed biome. I used the Zerg potion in order to increase the spawn rate at which they appear to attack me like there's no tomorrow. After a while I managed to craft the summoning item for the Profane Guardians and also a DPS meter since I really wanted to see my DPS from now on. I also crafted the summoning item for the Dragon Folly and decided to give it a shot knowing that it drops a gun and the rage upgrade from the Post-Moonlord stage. Yeah, this boss can be defeated right before Moonlord and you get this awesome gear. Back to buying more treasure bags since the boss didn't drop the golden eagle. Here we go, enjoy this. I will also include the Providence fight. Damn was my real reaction when I saw that I first attempted Providence. I got way too used to fighting this boss. Now, what I did after Provi was the fact that I rushed the Sentinels, so here's a montage where I fight all 3 of them. Yeah, I didn't expect to include Poltergeist in the same montage, but here we go. We got closer and closer to the Dawns of Calamity mode. To start with the first one, I am going to build a hella big bridge. Now wait, I'm not done yet. Firstly, I need some mollusk husk and the iron boots in order to craft the abyss diving gear. With it, I can easily go to the 4th layer and have the time of my life in here, along with the Reaper Shark, the Gulper Eel, the Eidolon Worm and some other amazing creatures that are able to eat the entire world if they want. I wanted to craft the Reaper Shark necklace and that was it for the pre-Devourer stage. The fight starts normally like any other time, then there's the Cosmic Worm getting in the 2nd phase, then there's me being an absolute idiot. Wanna see again? I went straight into his mouth like I was the first slice of pizza a hungry guy gets to see, and since the pizza was so tasty, here's the 2nd bite. Ah yeah, burning. Fuck, I hate this. At one point I said fuck this and took a break in order to craft the Bloodstone armor, so I went to the underworld to farm for Bloodstone, not realizing that I can buy Ravager treasure bags and get a lot of it in a few seconds. I kept on farming for a long while and I even closed the recording, so there's no clip with me crafting this set. Anyways, I remembered that I wasn't recording when Dog entered its 2nd phase, so check this out. Amazing, isn't it? Finally, the annoying Devourer of Gods has been taken down, and I even got the Princess Spirit in a bottle. Next up, I crafted the Dimensional Soul Artifact and checked how many times did I die in this run. A lot of times actually, I don't remember dying this much times though. Now that we got some more messages, it's time to grind the Frost Moon, then the Solar Eclipse, then the Pumpkin Moon with the help from the Zerg Potion. This has been done only to realize that I could have crafted the Cosmic Anvil without the materials from these events. Great! Well, at least now we have the Godslayer armor, Elysian Tracers, Asgardian Aegis, and the Elemental Quiver. I wanted to craft a new weapon, but got surprised by the fact that I needed a Dark Shard, so here we are. We start with the Onyx Blaster, then I get the Onyxia, which is an amazing shotgun that fires really fast. The grind started and I could already feel the pain that I was going to get from the last 3 bosses, the True Dawns of Calamity Mod. At one point I crafted the Anti-Material Rifle and tested it against Yharon, but the DPS wasn't higher, so I switched the weapons and eventually got to this point. Fuck! Now, I proudly present to you the best fight in the game. I absolutely love the Yharon fight. I even got an AK-47 named the Dragon's Breath from it, which fires like crazy. Next up I started checking for recipes with Auric Tesla bars, then I started mining for Auric ore and even got damaged and pushed back by the only one ore. What a cool mechanic for a hardcore run. A few minutes after, I got the Auric bars and the Altar of the Accused to craft the Seraph Tracers, then went in the jungle since I still needed a health upgrade. Here it is, look how cool these hearts look now. I also crafted the Auric face mask, the body armor and the cuisses, so now we are someone. Now to end with crafting, I got the Tyranny's End, then started looking for Thrashers to kill since I had to get the Gatligator for one more weapon. It was the Cloak Gatligun at first, then the minigun, which is still a material. Well, the time has come. It was the time to summon the witch, so here we are. Shouts to the ugliest enemy in the game. I also got to the Brother's phase and obliterated Cataclysm with the help from a wild adrenaline charge. Beach was getting mad, so she summoned the Soul Seekers, but that was not enough to stop me. I was literally unstoppable. Okay, fair. Another masterpiece of a fight. I managed to defeat it in only 5 attempts or 4, I don't even know exactly how much and I'm way too lazy to check by the time of editing this part. My girl, shut up already. Here, have some sweetie Romanian words. Supreme Calamitas has been defeated, so it's about time she turns into a Minecraft enchantment table. Damn, the cursor really be blazing, so I should take it off for a while. Oh yeah, this part now. I really hate this process since I never look for all the schematics and never build the machine in advance. So here we are looking for schematics schematics, then crafting the normally relocator since the next boss fight is going to be wild. Yeah, I had to wait a few minutes for the schematics to be decrypted, but in the end I finally crafted the last piece for the machine, the one that will summon Drayden. I have waited for this moment. Fuck you bro, just let me kill you. You will freeze my creations which have surpassed God. Bro doesn't know how much of a Calamity player I am. Gaming! Fuck you Ares, amazing. Man became Moonlord 2.0, losing patience already. Fuck! Motherfucker! I hate this phase. After all that hate, it was the time to show you the last fight from this movie. It was the time for the grand finale. It's me, Phantasm, the absolute god of Calamity. Joking, I am trash at this game. Against the Exomex or Drayden. now we have another mandatory monologue from the one who has been defeated by the true Calamity gamer called Phantasm, which is bold from what you all remember. This was truly amazing. I would like if you would all try the Gunslinger class in Calamity. Trust me, it's so much fun. Now, you thought that I was over, I still have some work to do, so here I am mining again, then crafting the Draydon Forge, the ultimate crafting station from this game. I crafted the Soma Primate first and then the Void Dragon, the weapon that I have used in my very first video on this channel. Good memories. Now, wanna see something cool? I went to the Abyss and used the Normality Relocated in order to summon my dog Jared. Jared mentioned that he wanted to play little, so here we are. Don't expect me to defeat it now, since I don't have the patience and I don't even want to do it. The goals for this run have been achieved, the Exomex and Supreme Calamitas have been defeated, I got the best weapons, armor, accessories and also 100% boss completion. I think it would be safe to say that the adventure of Bold Phantasm is over for now. Well, how can I end this? Well, thanks Jared! If you are still watching at this point, I want to say that you are amazing. Thanks for watching this movie so far, it has been an amazing experience. If the feedback is what I expect to be, there will be more movies in the near future and you are the ones to suggest what subclass should I play and what mode. Until then, I was Phantasm, the epic Terraria player, which is still far from 100k, so you know what you have to do. Smash that subscribe button like there's no tomorrow. Peace.